Fuego's wrath, the eruption that shook Guatemala, the awakening of the volcano in the quiet hours of the night. Deep rumblings shook the land near San Alotenango, Guatemala. The Fuego Volcano, one of Central America's most active, had come to life again. By morning, the sky was filled with thick, dark smoke, and glowing rivers of lava cascaded down its slopes. The people who lived in its shadow knew this was not an ordinary event. For many, this eruption brought back memories of past disasters. We were a little worried because a few years ago, the volcano became active, said Isaac García, a resident of El Porvenir. He recalled the deadly 2018 eruption that buried villages under molten rock and ash. Now, he and his family knew they had to act fast. With only the essentials in hand, they made their way to a shelter in San Juan Alotenango, where they joined other evacuees escaping the looming danger. The mass evacuation, as the situation escalated, the Guatemalan authorities declared a state of emergency. Nearly 300 families were immediately evacuated, but the government warned that another 30,000 people were at risk. We are trying to have them evacuate or self-evacuate, said Claudine Ugalde, head of the National Disaster Agency. Fear spread across communities as emergency sirens wailed. In El Porvenir and Las Lajitas, families packed whatever they could carry and boarded buses to escape the danger. Manuel Kovacs, a father of 3, described the terrifying moments before they left. We heard the rumblings and then a strong eruption. We have faith in God that the activity of the volcano will calm down soon, he said as he stepped into a crowded shelter with his wife and children. Schools were shut down and a major road linking southern Guatemala to the historic city of Antigua was closed. The once thriving region was now in chaos, with thick clouds of ash covering homes and farmland. The wrath of Fuego, the Fuego volcano, unleashed its fury. Lava spewed high into the air in pyroclastic flows. Deadly clouds of gas, ash, and rock rushed down its slopes at alarming speeds. Scientists feared the worst, lahars, a destructive mixture of volcanic debris and mud that could bury entire towns within minutes. The biggest danger from this volcano is not just the lava, but the lahars. These flows can destroy everything in their path, officials warned. In 2018, these same torrents of volcanic mud wiped out the village of San Miguel Los Lotes, leaving hundreds dead or missing. Amanda Santos, a 58-year-old housekeeper, recalled that tragic day. That's why we're afraid. Many people died. Now, as she sat in a temporary shelter, the memories returned with every explosion from the mountain. A region under siege. As the eruption raged on, Guatemala's Volcanology Institute monitored the situation closely. The ash cloud had spread nearly 50 kilometers west of the crater, affecting air traffic. Airlines canceled flights, fearing damage to aircraft engines. Authorities ordered more evacuations, but not everyone was willing to leave. Some residents refused, fearing looters would ransack their homes. Others, including farmers, were reluctant to abandon their livestock. We don't know if we will have anything to come back to, one man said, standing at the edge of his village, watching the sky turn black. Meanwhile, the government continued to coordinate relief efforts. Emergency workers delivered food, water, and medical supplies to shelters, while volunteers handed out masks to protect people from inhaling the toxic ash. The devastating impact, the eruption's destruction, went beyond human lives. The thick ash covering the region threatened water sources and crops. Local farmers feared massive losses as their fields of corn and coffee were now blanketed in soot. In the historic city of Antigua, usually bustling with tourists, businesses suffered. Hotels and restaurants saw cancellations, and guided tours to nearby volcanoes were suspended indefinitely. This is a major blow to our economy, said a tourism official. Environmental experts also raised concerns about the long-term damage. Rivers of lava had altered the landscape, and heavy rains could trigger landslides in the coming weeks. This eruption reminds us of the power of nature, said geologist Mario Lopez. We must respect it and prepare for its consequences, hope and recovery. As the eruption slowly subsided, rescue teams assessed the damage. While no official casualties have been reported, authorities feared for those who had refused to evacuate. The government pledged aid to rebuild homes and infrastructure, and international organizations stepped in to provide additional support. Meanwhile, displaced families waited in shelters, uncertain of what the future held. Despite the destruction, there was hope. Isaac García, still wearing his protective mask, looked out at the distant volcano and spoke with quiet determination. This is our home. We know the risks, but we also know the beauty of this land. We will rebuild. We will survive. The people of Guatemala had faced nature's wrath before, and they would rise again, stronger than ever.
Thank you for watching KG Pro TV.